All right, welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into something absolutely massive. We're unpacking a staggering $1.5 billion cross-border agreement between a legacy Western pharma giant and a rapidly rising Chinese biotech firm. Usually we just see the final packaged medication sitting right there on the pharmacy shelf. But today, we're actually going to reverse engineer the high-stakes, behind-the-scenes strategy that gets it there in the first place.
Section 1. The billion-dollar handshake.
So let that number just kind of sink in for a second. Up to $1.5 billion. I mean, in the pharmaceutical world, a financial commitment of this sheer magnitude isn't just basic funding. It's essentially the ultimate signal of confidence. It tells everyone watching that the science being developed isn't just some promising on-paper theory. No, it's viewed as a highly viable, literally world-altering asset. When we see a number this huge attached to a single drug development program, it really underscores the immense, incredible resources required to drag revolutionary treatments out of the laboratory and actually get them into hospitals worldwide. It is, for sure, a monumental bet on a brighter future.
Moving right along to Section 2, Meet the Players.
Now, this deal perfectly captures this fascinating East meets West narrative we're seeing in modern medicine. On one side, we have AstraZeneca. They're a legacy giant bringing decades of deep regulatory experience and just unmatched Western distribution muscle. And on the other side, we have Dizal Pharma. They are an incredibly agile, specialized Chinese biotech firm operating at the absolute cutting edge of innovation. And this really highlights the reality of modern biotech today. It's like a giant puzzle. Legacy pharma desperately needs these specialized biotechs to bypass years of ground-level R&D, while the biotechs absolutely need the legacy giants to navigate insanely complex global regulations and scale up. AstraZeneca has the global reach, Dizal has the innovative asset. Frankly, neither of them could maximize this breakthrough entirely on their own.
Section 3. Targeting lung cancer.
Now, you might be wondering, out of all the diseases in the world, why target lung cancer specifically with $1.5 billion commitment? Well, capital in the biotech space usually flows directly toward two things: the areas of greatest medical need and the toughest biological puzzles, and lung cancer is notoriously tricky. It often requires highly targeted therapies that are designed for very specific genetic mutations. So when a biotech firm finally cracks a piece of that biological code, their financial valuation absolutely skyrockets, simply because the medical need out there is just so desperate.
Look, the harsh reality is that lung cancer remains a massively complex and devastatingly prevalent global challenge. In fact, it's the #1 leading cause of cancer deaths worldwide. So, behind all the complex legal frameworks and the billions of dollars changing hands, there is a very real, very urgent fight to save lungs on a global scale. This isn't just about business, It's about recognizing that a disease impacting literally every corner of the globe requires globally sourced, collaboratively funded solutions to actually save lives.
Okay, let's get into the mechanics in Section 4, the deal breakdown.
To really grasp what is happening here, we need to understand what a licensing deal actually is. Basically, this is an agreement to purchase the rights to develop and sell a specific asset or drug rather than just acquiring the entire company outright. Think of it sort of like renting a super lucrative high-end apartment building rather than buying the entire city block. It's precision corporate strategy. AstraZeneca gets exactly what they need to bolster their oncology portfolio, while Dizal Pharma gets to remain an independent, highly focused engine of innovation without just getting swallowed whole by a massive corporate giant.
Now, remember earlier I said up to $1.5 billion? That up to is doing a lot of heavy lifting here. You almost never see a massive check like that just handed over on day one, right? It typically starts with an initial upfront payment just to secure the rights and get the partnership moving. Then the real money is unlocked through a meticulously designed ladder of risk and reward. These are milestone payouts. So, pass Phase 2 trials, boom, payout. Pass Phase 3, another payout. Hit your commercial sales goals once it actually reaches the market, even more payouts. The legacy giant is paying for actual, tangible results, and the biotech firm is continuously funded and incentivized for delivering successful science. It's a win-win.
And finally, Section 5, why this matters. Ultimately, this deal highlights a rapidly shifting paradigm in global healthcare. Just a few decades ago, pharmaceutical innovation was largely centralized in just a handful of Western hubs. But now, legacy Western pharma is actively, aggressively seeking out Eastern biotech innovation for the next generation of medical breakthroughs. The map of scientific discovery has completely expanded. It proves that no single region has a monopoly on great ideas anymore, and this partnership is really the ultimate proof of that shift.
So to close out our explainer today, I want to leave you with this to chew on. As Western giants increasingly look to Eastern biotech, and as the map of medical innovation rapidly shifts around the globe, where do you think the next billion-dollar breakthrough will originate? Could it be another lab in China? Maybe an emerging tech hub in India? Or a university in South America? The beauty of modern science is that the answer could literally be anywhere, provided the right partnerships are in place to bring that innovation to the rest of the world. Keep asking questions, keep looking at the data, and we'll see you next time.